All right, it is time for heat number one. The lineup will be Tyler Ziegler and Preston DeMello on the front row, Brandon Lively, Perry Gammon, on the second row, Harold Rothery and Brendan Timon on the third row, Jason Blatz and Art Milne rounding out the 8-car field. Looks like we might be seeing a technical difficulty here. Give me just a moment. Interestingly, for whatever weird reason, very few controls available. So this might be a little bit odd broadcasting. So muddle through on heat number one. We'll figure it out hopefully for heat number two. Some of the scoring just went wonky. Wonky is the actual technical term. I worked in IT for 15 years. All right, pace car about to drop off. Tyler Ziegler going to lead him down out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. Everybody is down and away. Tyler Ziegler holding on to the lead for the moment. We've got a car that got loose out of the turn as Preston DeMello. Tyler Ziegler also gets caught. There is Preston DeMello up on the high side. And I'm not sure what happened with Preston. He just kind of snaps around. Tyler Ziegler spun. He is on pit road. And apologies here. Like I said, really weird glitch. And trying to get back to... There we go. All right, Brandon Lively has the lead with 5 laps to go. Second place is Jason Blatz. Rothery is in third, Timon in fourth, Gammon in fifth. A bit of a battle going on back behind. As they come down the front straightaway, 3 laps to go. A side-by-side battle as Rothery tries to make a move, but look at Gammon power move down to the bottom. Meanwhile, Brandon Lively has taken the lead and is running away with it. He comes into tonight looking for the title. There is Brandon. He's going to get the white flag this time by. Looks like Tyler Ziegler actually tried to get back out on track, had some difficulty. He is back in the pits. Preston DeMello has crashed, but it is going to be Brandon Lively for the win in heat number 1. Blatz in second, Timon third, Gammon in fourth, Milne fifth, Rothery in sixth, DeMello seventh, and Tyler Ziegler finishes 8th. All right, heat number 2. We'll see Tyler Green and Ed Jones on the front row, Terry Duguay and Joseph Smith on the second row, Ricky Wentworth, Byron Bartlett on the third row, Ignacio Adams and Vern Spring rounding out the field. And there we go. We have controls again. just in the nick of time. Tyler Green gonna lead him down. Terry Duguay on his tail. Ed Jones Sr. up on the high side, looking for his first win of the season. Joseph Smith back there looking to make his way forward. Byron Bartlett, Ricky Wentworth, Vern Spring. Ignacio Adams does not grid. Byron Bartlett, the only driver in the top 5 in this race. Coming through 3 and 4, pace car drops down into pit road, and green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Off into turn number 1. Everybody side by side. Ed Jones has a huge checkup. Tyler Green manages to pull away. Terry Duguay making his way forward up on the high side. Ricky Wentworth. Oh, Ricky Wentworth gets turned around. Ed Jones also crashed. Let's see what happened to Ed first. Looked like he was having some sort of problem. Tried to come down. Joseph Smith was there. Just a light tap. Then Ricky Wentworth just a half a lap later. The 7 car, Byron Bartlett, tries to close it. Joseph gets in the back of Byron and just pushes him up. Ricky Wentworth comes out on the short end of that stick. Meanwhile, Tyler Green is still out front. Joseph Smith, now up to 3rd, has had the fastest lap of the race so far. Terry Duguay holding on to 2nd, and Ricky Wentworth is around again on the back straightaway. Looks like he is towed to pit road. 4 laps to go. Terry Duguay and Joseph Smith are actually starting to gain on Tyler Green, and here they come. Joseph Smith on the bottom is going for the lead here. Out of turn number 2, he is going to take it. Byron Bartlett looking down to the inside. Terry Duguay gets stuck up on the high side. Can't find a way through. Is he going to make it 3 wide? No, he does not. 2 laps to go for Joseph Smith. Byron Bartlett in 2nd, losing a little bit of ground. Now half a second back. Terry Duguay looks like he is going to clear for 3rd. Oh, Terry gets up into Tyler Green. They both go around. White flag is in the air for Joseph Smith. Byron Bartlett trying to close that gap down. Hasn't made any progress. Hopefully the cars have cleared the track. Yes, they have. And Joseph Smith wins heat number 2. Byron Bartlett comes 2nd. Vern Green is 3rd. Vern Spring is 3rd. Tyler Green is 4th. Terry Duguay is 5th. Ed Jones comes in 6th. Ignacio Adams got back out on track. He manages to come home 7th. Ricky Wentworth is 8th. All right, heat number 3 is going to be Harold Rothery and Ed Jones on the front row. Preston DeMello, Ignacio Adams on the 2nd row, and Tyler Ziegler and Ricky Wentworth are going to be on the 3rd row. Looks like this is the consolation race, excuse me. All right, looks like everybody rolling off. 6 cars in the consolation race. Ed Jones and Harold Rothery have the front row, will control the restart. Make sure if you have a favorite driver in the field, drop their name into the chat, or if you're watching, just drop into the comments and say hello. All right, pace car getting ready to drop off. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away in the consolation race. Ed Jones quickly jumps to the lead, but Harold Rothery gets a nose in, gets the run down the back straightaway. Now you've got Preston DeMello on the bottom. Look, oh, Preston blinks out and gets into Rothery. Ed Jones manages to get by. It looks like Harold Rothery has got some huge connection issues. Preston DeMello now up to second. Tyler Ziegler is coming through the field. He is now battling for third. Down to the bottom. Ignacio up on the high side, but Tyler Ziegler now up to second. He is on a charge. Preston DeMello, though, out front trying to hold on to that lead. Preston DeMello just ran the fastest lap so far tonight and the only lap that has gone under 15 seconds. He ran a 14.98. The next fastest lap was Harold Rothery, a 15.10. Tyler Ziegler in second has run a 15.16 so far. But DeMello way out in front now, over a 1 second lead. Ziegler in second. Ignacio up to third now. Expect Ignacio to be in the battle before the night is out. He had a very strong start to the season before missing a couple of races. He is now looking to the inside for second. Can't get the run. Pushes up in the middle of 1 and 2. 5 laps to go for Preston DeMello as he continues to extend his lead. Tyler Ziegler and Ignacio battling side by side, definitely helping DeMello out quite a bit. Ed Jones lurking back there, waiting for an opportunity. He gets a good run off turn 4. Can he do something on the high side? Hey, good evening, Matika. And look at this. Harold Rothery has regained the field. Just ran the fastest lap so far, 14.78. 0.2 of a second faster. Does he have enough time? No, he is having some sort of issues with his connection. He has gone to pit road as Preston DeMello gets 2 to go. Oh, Tyler Ziegler is around. White flag is in the air for Preston DeMello. Ignacio Adams is in second. Ed Jones Sr. in third. And out of turn 4, it's going to be Preston DeMello winning the consolation race. Ignacio comes home second. Ed Jones is third. Ricky Wentworth is fourth. Tyler Ziegler is fifth. And Preston's going to go celebrate. All right, 3-minute warm-up. Not all the drivers coming out for warm-up. We got a variety of cars coming out. We'll have to see how many drivers, and I don't recall seeing Kristen Zmuda. I believe that driver qualified high enough that did not have to run in the heats. Kyle Gammon currently second fastest, but the lap times are getting faster and faster every single lap. Jed Cotterman just ran almost the same lap speed of the fastest lap of the heats. And Kristen Zmuda just tied that lap time of Jed Cotterman. Kyle Gammon third fastest right now, and Andrew Thornton tied with him. Speaking of ties, the battle for the Wayland mods later tonight, that battle extremely close for the top three, with Casey Pekela a 4-point lead over Edmund Jones and Fred Houle, who are tied in second. However, with Edmund race controlling tonight, looks like Fred Houle will pull off that second place finish. Just about a minute left to go. Just enough time to hit the snack bar, get yourself something to eat or drink, and share the broadcast so you can get your favorite driver some extra notoriety tonight. Oh, a little bit of a tap from Jason Blatz into Ignacio Adams there. And look at the 99 ends up upside down. That was Kyle Martin. Kyle Gammon currently the fastest on track. Andrew Thornton second, Kristen Zmuda third, Jed Cotterman fourth, Kyle Martin fifth. And they just keep getting faster and faster every lap. This could get very interesting as the race goes on. All right, it is time for the final race of the season. Brandon Lively and Andrew Thornton have the front row. Kyle Gammon and Jed Cotterman on the second row. Kristen Zmuda and Kyle Martin on the third row. Joseph Smith, Jason Blatz on the fourth row. Byron Bartlett and Brendan Timon rounding out the top 10. Vern Spring and Perry Gammon 11th and 12th. 13th is Tyler Green. Art Milne is 14th. 15th is Terry Duguay. Preston DeMello in 16th. Ignacio Adams 17th. Ed Jones in 18th. Ricky Wentworth in 19th. And 20th will be Tyler Ziegler. As the pace car rolls off two short pace laps around this 3/8 mile track, then 50 laps. And Jace Mungen not being in the field tonight could very well. He has one drop race remaining, but if Brandon Lively pulls off the win here tonight, he might actually pull off the championship as well. Pace car about to drop in. The green flag will drop and they'll be down and away. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. Brandon Lively leads them into turn one. Andrew Thornton up on the high side trying to make something happen. That high side early has not been good. Art Milne already involved in an incident. And Brandon Lively is up the track. Couldn't tell if he got a bump from Kyle Gammon there, but he goes up the track back quite a few spots. He is now back into 8th. Kyle Gammon has the lead. Jed Cotterman in 2nd. Kyle Martin is 3rd. Andrew Thornton is 4th. And Joseph Smith currently running in 5th. Joseph Smith gets loose, goes around, catches several drivers. Caution is out. It's like Brandon Lively was one of the drivers caught in that incident. And let's see what happened to get Joseph Smith loose here. He was diving down to the bottom trying to make a run. He got all the way down to the apron, just came up, and several drivers have nowhere to go. Including points leader, who could be the champion tonight, Brandon Lively and Terry Duguay also caught in that. So Kyle Gammon has the lead, Jed Cotterman in second, Kyle Martin third, Andrew Thornton is fourth, and Brendan Timon is fifth. Looking to see Byron Bartlett's on pit road, Brandon Lively, Joseph Smith, Terry Duguay, all have gone to pit road, probably for repairs. And some of the drivers, looks like Joseph Smith is trying to get back off of pit road, but they are going to lose a lap here. Terry Duguay has lost a lap. It looks like Byron Bartlett, Brandon Lively, Joseph Smith all losing a lap. Art Milne went a lap down early. And it looks like Joseph Smith is getting waved around back to the lead lap, so he's going to get one of his laps. Nope. Spoke too soon. Looks like he is letting the field by as they get lined up and ready to go. Everybody's stacked up. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. They are down and away. And now it is Kyle Gammon and Jed Cotterman. Jed's got to try and carry some momentum up top. We've seen so many guys lose momentum up there, like Andrew Thornton at the start of the race. But now that outside line seems to be carrying some momentum up on the high side, making something work. Everybody single file down below. Terry Duguay and Ed Jones have been involved in an incident. Let's see what happened there. No caution yet. There is Ed Jones. Oh, Ed gets loose off the turn. Terry Duguay gets caught as well. They get those cars turned around in time to not draw the caution. Now Kyle Gammon in the lead is actually about to lap Ed Jones. He got the car righted but is losing a ton of time. Kyle Martin in second, Brendan Timon in third, Andrew Thornton in fourth, and Jed Cotterman in fifth. Preston DeMello a little ways back in sixth. Kristen Zmuda is, oh, look at this, a big wreck in the middle of three. Caution is out. And it looks like, oh, Kristen Zmuda just had ran out of room. Brandon Lively gets caught in that one as well. Looks like Kristen had one heck of a run in, just gets into the back of Preston DeMello, and several cars get caught in it. Kyle Gammon still up in the lead. And it looks like Ed Jones is going to get waved around back to the lead lap. Have to wait and see if Joseph Smith gets waved around. Kyle Gammon has led the majority of the laps so far. Brandon Lively was up front early, but getting caught in incidents, he is now back into 13th. So Jace Mungen using a drop race. If Brandon finishes far enough back, Jace Mungen could still pull off this championship. However, if Brandon comes up and pulls off the win, it might be over. Kyle Martin in second, Andrew Thornton in third, Jed Cotterman fourth, Jed Cotterman in fifth, Ignacio Adams up to sixth now. Tyler Ziegler has made his way up to seventh. Byron Bartlett is in eighth, Ricky Wentworth is ninth, and Vern Spring up to 10th. as they get one to green. One thing you can count on here at Lanier is it's always a great race. Pace car about to drop off. There he goes. Green flag is in the air. Kyle Gammon leads him down into turn one. And he gets a pretty decent start on this one. But look at this. Kyle Martin is the first driver to actually hold with the leader on a restart up on the high line. Brendan Timon looking down on the bottom. And Brendan trying to make his way up into second. He's got to run down on the bottom. A big stack up mid-pack as a lot of guys trying to get any position they can. Brandon Lively has made his way back up into 12th now. But Kyle Gammon is actually starting to pull away. He's got 0.4 of a second over Brendan Timon. Kyle Martin in third, still looking for a way back into second. And here comes Jed Cotterman in fourth. Andrew Thornton, who's drifted back to fifth, he is looking to make his way forward. Almost gets into Jed there. Ignacio gets loose off turn 4, and he had made his way all the way up into 6th place. He is going backwards. He is now back to 13th, back to 14th. Kyle Gammon leads them through 1 and 2 again. Brendan Timon in second. There is a side-by-side battle for 4th place as Andrew Thornton gets the nose ahead through 3 and 4 and gets cleared. He is now up into 4th. Move Jed Cotterman back into 5th. As we approach the halfway point here, oh, look at this move right in front of him. Brendan Timon just crosses over, dives down to the inside on Kyle Martin. Kyle fighting back up on the high side. That allows Andrew Thornton to catch back up. Kristen Zmuda and Ignacio Adams just had an incident. Kristen down on the bottom. Oh, it looked like Ignacio might have gotten loose a little bit again. Came down on Kristen. Kyle Gammon is loving this battling behind him. He's got a 1.7 second lead. Brendan Timon in second. Kyle Martin still trying to fight back to second on the high side. Kyle's actually scored in second at the line. Can he keep the momentum up and reclaim that position? Meanwhile, Kyle Gammon's lead now 2 seconds. Jed Cotterman now in the mix, as is Andrew Thornton. This is 2nd through 5th, and these positions are changing almost every corner. Jason Blatz back in 6th place is starting to close in on this group. Oh, the 99 goes around. He manages to save it, but Kyle Martin loses a lot of ground. And look who slips by up into 6th. Brandon Lively is making his way forward again. Let's see if we can find what happened with Kyle Martin as... Oh, it looks like the 18 just drove in there. Might have gotten a little bit of a tap. 16 laps to go for Kyle Gammon, who does not want to see a caution now. 2.6 second lead over Brendan Timon in second. Jed Cotterman in third, Andrew Thornton in fourth, Jason Blatz in fifth. And look who is in 6th place and closing on this group, Brandon Lively. That top point spot has switched places a bunch of times this season. And with Jace Mungin not here, Brandon Lively has a chance to capitalize. Meanwhile, Kyle Gammon just running away with it. Almost a 3-second lead now. Andrew Thornton up to fourth now, looking for a comeback after what has been a very difficult season, looking for a good finish to the race tonight. Brandon Lively still trying to close up, about 7/10, 8/10 of a second back from Jason Blatz. As it looks like, and as they get into lap traffic, Andrew Thornton driving down to the bottom. He's trying to make a move on Jed Cotterman again. These two have swapped places countless times throughout this race. And right now, it is all benefiting Brandon Lively and Kyle Gammon. Kyle Gammon's lead now 3.5 seconds. 9 laps to go. Brendan Timon in second. Andrew Thornton now up to third. He gets past Jed Cotterman. And Jason Blatz looking to the low side. Here comes Brandon Lively. He has now caught him. He managed to catch this group rather quickly, but now he's got to find a way around them. Kyle Gammon still has the lead. Brendan Timon has second. Andrew Thornton in third. Jed Cotterman fourth. Jason Blatz in fifth. Brandon Lively in sixth. And there's a car turned around on the in turn one. Believe that was either Preston DeMello or Ignacio Adams. Let's take a look. Oh, Preston hard into the outside wall. He actually collected Ignacio. Four laps to go for Kyle Gammon. Brandon Lively still in sixth. Look at this battle. These guys are going to race down to the wire. Out of turn four, 3 laps to go. As long as it stays green, Kyle Gammon has got this one wrapped up. Andrew Thornton has made his way to second. Brendan Timon in third. Jed Cotterman up on the high side in fourth. Fifth is Jason Blatz and Brandon Lively in sixth. Kyle Martin has caught back up. Hey, thank you, Striker. White flag in the air. Good to see you, buddy. White flag is in the air as Kyle Gammon comes down through 3 and 4, and he is going to win at the final race of the season at Lanier. Andrew Thornton comes home second, and they come across the line sideways. Looks like Brendan Timon was scored in third, Jason Blatz fourth, and Brandon Lively in fifth. Trying to see if we can get the correct incident and look at it as those two were slamming into each other. That was a little bit further back in the field. Let's see if we can get, okay, there's Brandon Lively. They're already wrecking in front of him. Brandon tries to duck down to the inside, so that is how Brandon got caught in that one. Big bonk finale is right, Bryce. Good to see you, buddy. All right, let's see if we can get Brendan Timon in here. Hey, Brendan, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yep.
Hey, that was an interesting way to cross the line.
Yeah, I was just getting tight. I was just trying to hold them off. I mean, I probably had like maybe a top 7 cart. I just didn't have that enough speed. Short run speed, definitely. Long run, definitely not. I was pushing like a dump truck. But on the last corner, I just got very tight. Nothing I can do about it. And luckily, I saved it. And then me and the 84 just hooked together, and that's what happened. It was a very close finish for third, but hey, since in the mod race, since my win actually in Irwindale, that was my last time I got a top three.
Well, you
So
definitely earned it tonight. There was quite a bit of battling up front, and you managed to come out with a top three with that finish. It's pretty impressive.
like now I'm just gonna try to go for that mod race, and hopefully I'll get a win there.
All right, man. Good luck. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get a word with second place Andrew Thornton. Hey, Andrew, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, Doug, I got you.
Hey, man, I have to say, you've had a pretty rough season in these cars. Nice to come back and finish second in the final race of the season.
Oh yeah, man, I'll take a bridesmaid. Had absolutely nothing for Kyle, man, and kind of wish I could have gotten around a 34 about 6 laps prior. I feel like I was closing the gap a little bit.
Well, man, you guys had one heck of a battle up there at the front going on there for a while. You finally break away from him, and actually, I don't know that you were running away or running toward him, but you definitely he was not getting away once you broke clear of that pack.
That's what I was seeing too, and I watched guys in the rear view get a little bit smaller every lap, so that made me feel pretty good about the setup choice.
It definitely worked tonight. Despite an earlier incident, you managed to come back and finish second. Great finish, buddy.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, let's see if I can find our winner, Kyle Gammon. Hey, Kyle, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Doug. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. Congratulations. That was a pretty dominant win tonight.
Oh, thanks so much. It was nice to actually put one together. I've led a lot of laps in the Jones series, and I haven't been able to pull it off. So it felt great to do it tonight. Big thanks to Perry on the help with the setup, and that was also from Brandon Lively. And I think you might have done good enough to clinch the championship. What do you think, Doug?
It's going to be really close with Jace not being here, but I did confirm he has a drop race, so it's going to be pretty close. But I think with that top five and the way Brandon finished it, I think it's going to be either a tie or Brandon come out ahead on that one. But man, that was one heck of a battle. And once it stayed green, you just checked out.
It felt great to be able to pull that off for once. Like I said, I've had a bunch of races here with the cautions just keeps mired up in the pack, and I can't really spread my wings. So. No, good night of racing. I appreciate everybody that's put this on. A lot of work goes into this, and thanks to everybody.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Hopefully we'll see more of it next season.
Sounds great, and we'll burn her down.
All right, man. All right. Our winner, Brandon Lively. Now, don't go anywhere. We have the season finale of the Wayland Mods coming in just a moment, or in a few moments, excuse me. As they go to 5 flags for the final race of the mod season. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few moments.